searching, still searching, 'cause the signal finally died. I'm standing in the kitchen where we used to dance, waiting for the ghost of a second chance. I try to sync my heartbeat up to yours again, but the frequency is static, thick and thin. I'm visible to everyone but you tonight, just a glowing icon in the fading light. The password hasn't changed, it's still your name, but the hardware in my chest don't feel the same. I'm reaching out, I'm sending out the plea, but you're restricted, hidden away from me. Now it's just a pair and failed. Our connection's weathered and it's finally paled. I'm stuck in discovery, but you're out of range. How did the bandwidth ever get so strange? The link is broken, the circuit is blown. I'm a wireless signal, all on my own. Yeah, I'm flashing red, I'm losing the trail, stuck on a screen saying pair and fail. Used to be automatic, used to be so fast. Thought we had a protocol that always lasts, but you updated your heart and left me behind with the legacy system you're trying to unwind. I'm forgetting the device just to stop the ache, but I'm still tethered to every mistake we made. Gotta sync out of sign, your head is a fitted into mine. It's just a mirror 404. You don't live in this frequency no more. Do you hear the ping? Or am I just a ghost in a machine? I was just a pair and failed. Our connection's weathered and it's finally paled. I'm stuck in your strawberry, but you're out of range. How did the bandwidth ever get so strange? The link is broken, the circuit is blown. I'm a wireless signal, all on my own. Yeah, I'm flashing red, I'm losing the trail, stuck on a screen saying pair and fail. Connection lost, try again. No. Yeah. Cleaning out my coat pockets, found a piece of us I forgot to burn. It's still 1450 for a love that didn't last. Found a crumpled slip in my leather jacket sleeve from that diner on the corner where we used to believe. 2 black coffees and a cider forever. Back when we thought we were clever. The ink is fading, turning to ghostly gray, just like the things you didn't have the heart to say. October 22nd, 9:15 p.m. Before the us became a him and a them. I'm staring at the day like a crime scene tape, trying to find the moment we let the love escape. It's just thermal paper, sensitive to the heat, but as cold as the ice on this empty street. I'm holding on to receipts from October, now that the high is gone and I'm finally sober. I paid the price for a dream that went bust. tucked in a drawer, and a heart that's gone black. Yeah, the total is zero, the transaction is over, but I'm still haunted by receipts from October. There's one from the cinema, the movie we missed because we spent the whole time getting lost in a kiss. And the one from the bodega, the flowers that die, hiding the secrets that you kept inside. Every line item is a stab in the chest, a paper thin ghost of a heart at its best. I should throw them away, I should let them all go, but they're the only proof left of the girl I used to know. No exchanges, just a stack of memories turning their pages. I'm bankrupt in love, I'm deep in the red, living on the ghost of the words that you said. Was it worth the cost? Look at everything I know. Holding on to receipts from October. I'll bet the I'm drawing away, but my eyes aren't on the road ahead. I'm still looking back. The headlights behind me are blurring to gold, like the stories of us that we never told. I'm checking the glass every couple of miles, searching for ghosts and for half-hidden smiles. The distance is growing, the city is small, but I'm still waiting for your shadow to call. Objects and mirror are closer than they appear. The paint in the glass is the only thing clear. I'm moving forward, but my heart's in reverse, missing the blessing while living the curse. Stuck in a rearview reality, chasing the version of who we used to be. The windshield is empty, the future is wide, but I'm trapped in the frame on the passenger side. Every mile that I gain is a memory I lose, but looking back is the only thing I choose. Yeah, I'm driving blind in this technicality, living in a rearview reality. I see you waving from the porch of that house, before the silence became our only spouse. The red tail lights look like my bleeding heart, marking the point where we drifted apart. I should be watching the lines on the street, but I'm busy watching us admit defeat. If I turn around, would you still be there, slamming in the exhaust in the cold night air? Or is the mirror just playing a trick, making the wound feel seconds be, but you're stuck in a rearview reality, chasing the version of who we used to be. The windshield is empty, the future is wide, but I'm trapped in the frame on the passenger side. Every mile that I gain is a memory I lose, but looking back is the only thing I choose. Yeah, I'm turning blind in this technicality, living in a rearview the image is fading. You're just a speck on the horizon now, but I can't stop looking. I can't stop looking back. I'm driving away. 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 Driving away. I'm driving away. Driving away. I'm driving away. Platinum frames on the mahogany wall. We look like royalty standing so tall. The lightning is golden, the filters are deep, hiding the secrets that we couldn't keep. But I saw your hand twitch when I touched your waist, a bitter flavor beneath the expensive taste. The high-res dream is starting to blur, replacing the us with a him and a her. The champagne is flat, but the glass is still shiny. The cracks in the ceiling are no longer tiny. One little flicker, one slip of the tongue, and the air leaves the room like it's stealing my lungs. There's a glitch in the glamour, a tear in the silk. The honey we promised is turned into milk. The red carpet's fraying, the spotlight is cold. I'm watching the greatest love story unfold, and it freezes, it stutters, it goes out of frame, and I'm left in the dark, just forgetting your name. Yeah, the beauty is breaking, the picture is hammer torn. Just a glitch in the glamour since the day we were born. Your I love you sounded like digital dust, a hollowed out echo, a victim of rust. I'm standing in HD but feeling so low, watching the colors begin to let go. The smile in the selfie is stuck on repeat, while the heart in my chest is admitting defeat. We're a masterpiece hanging on a broken nail, a luxury vessel that's but by how to sail. Pixels falling like rain, lost in the underlying pain. System error, beauty fade, drowning in the mess we made. Don't look too close, don't look too close. love story unfolded. It freezes, it stars, it falls out of frame, and I'm lost in the dark, just forgetting your name. Yeah, the beauty is breaking, the picture is hammer torn, just a glitch in the glamour since the day we were born. The screen is flickering, blue light on a cold floor. It looks so good, didn't It's too big in here now. The walls are leaning in just to hear me breathe. The hardwood's cold against my bare feet since you took the rug and the smell of the street. There's a rectangular ghost where your mirror hung, and the song of us is no longer sung. I'm walking through shadows of where we stood, doing the things that I said I never would. Talking to the corners, waiting for a reply, but the pain is peeling like a slow motion cry. I'm a tenant of a memory, paying the rent on the love that was broken and a life that was spent. The ceiling is high, but the floor is so low, and I'm trapped in the places you used to go. In apartment 4B, I'm learning the art of letting you go, but the silence is screaming your name at the door, and I'm tracing your ghost on the kitchen floor. Every I love you is bouncing back hard, a hollowed out soul in a body that's scarred. Yeah, the walls are just mirrors of everything slow. In apartment 4B, the faucet is dripping, counting the time since your toothbrush was sitting right next to mine. I left your coffee mug on the countertop, waiting for the world and to spin in the sky. But the mail is piling up under the slide, reminding me of everything that we are not. I try to turn the music up to drown out the why, but the bass just rattles where we used to lie. Hello? Hello? Is anybody there? I'm shouting at the dust in the heavy air. It's a 3-room prison with the view of the park, where I'm going crazy in the velvet dark, with the walls down, 'cause the quiet is too loud. In apartment 4B, I'm learning the art of letting you go, but the silence is screaming your name at the door, and I'm tracing your ghost on the kitchen floor. Every I love you is bouncing back hard, a hollowed out soul in a body that's scarred. Yeah, the walls are just mirrors of everything slow. In apartment 4B, in apartment 4B. It's too big in here now. 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 I'm looking at us, but the edges are starting to fray. I can't find the sharp lines anymore. I'm zooming in on a picture from June, back when our heartbeats were perfectly in tune. But the more I look, the more it starts to break into little squares of every mistake we'd make. Your smile is a blur, a smudge on the screen, like a ghost in a sequence that I've never seen. I'm trying to focus, I'm trying to see the version of you that still cared about me. But the data is leaking, the colors are pale, our high definition story is starting to fail. I'm stuck in the grain, I'm stuck in the noise, searching for the girl through the static and poise. It's a missing resolution, love. Nothing is clear like it was from above. The pixels are falling, the image is low. I'm watching the us that I used to know slowly dissolve into shades of the gray. A masterpiece wasting and washing away. Yeah, I'm losing the vision, I'm losing the glove in this missing resolution, love. I remember the way your eyes used to shine in 4K detail when your hand was in mine. Now you're just a silhouette, a rough edge shape, a low bit memory I can't quite escape. The signal is weak, the bandwidth is gone. I'm shivering here in a pixelated dawn. We're a buffered out dream that's stuck on the play, but the quality's dropping with every new day. Was it real, or just a filter we used to hide all the ways that we felt so abused? I'm squinting my eyes, trying to make out the face of the person who lived in this hollowed out space. It's all blurring, it's all blurring. It's a missing resolution, love. Nothing is clear like it was from above. The pixels are falling, the image is low. I'm watching the us that I used to know slowly dissolve into shades of the gray. A masterpiece wasting and washing away. Yeah, I'm losing the vision, I'm losing the glove in this missing resolution, love. Out of focus, out of time, I can't see you anymore. Just squares of light. I'm looking at us, I'm looking at us, looking at us, I'm looking at us, I'm looking at us, I'm looking at us, I'm looking at us. I'm looking at sitting there in your favorite chair, with the sunlight caught in your messy hair. I could swear I smell your vanilla skin and the scent of the trouble we used to get in. But when I move closer to catch your eye, the edges start flickering, saying goodbye. You're a high-definition ghost in the room, a digital flower that's forgotten to bloom. I'm talking to shadows, I'm hugging the air, pretending the substance of us is still there. But the resolution is starting to drop, and I don't know how to make the projection stop. You're just a hollow hologram. I'm losing the person I thought that I am. A 3D memory, a light show of lies, with a simulated look in your beautiful eyes. I'm desperate for weight, I'm starving for touch, but a ghost in the static don't mean very much. And my heart's in the dark while you're light years away. A hollow hologram haunting my day. Of your palm before the connection lost all of its calm. Now you're just pixels and lasers and mist, the coldest version of a girl that I've kissed. I'm watching the playback of how we began, try and find where the signal outran the man. But the data is corrupted, the file is too old, and the light of your presence is mercury cold. Don't fade, stay in the frame, even if you don't remember my name. I'd rather have a live aid of light and the heavy black hole of this lonely night. Get sleep, don't flicker, don't go. You're just a hollow hologram. I'm losing the person I thought that I am. A 3D memory, a light show of lies, with the simulated look in your beautiful eyes. I'm desperate for weight, I'm starving for touch, but a ghost in the static don't mean very much. And my heart's in the dark while you light years away. A hollow hologram haunting my you're sitting there in my favorite. Yeah. Coming down again. It's too quiet when the humming stops. High on the static, high on the rush. We were a fever, a neon lit blush. I was addicted to the way you'd say my name, a chemical spark, a beautiful flame. But the sky is turning a dusty shade of gray, and the colors of us are starting to fray. My heart's a hollow room, echo in the chest. I'm failing the fever, I'm failing the test. The peak was a dream, but the valley is deep, and I'm losing the secrets I promised to keep. Now I'm hitting that dopamine crash, watching the fire turn into ash. A level of zero, the feeling is gone. I'm shivering here in the break of the dawn. You were the hit that I couldn't survive, the only thing making me feel alive. Now I'm flatlining, feeling the smash of a cold-hearted dopamine crash. Shake the notifications, nothing but white. The ghost of your typing died in the night. I'm chasing the ghost of a serotonin high, looking for us in a digital lie. My brain is a desert just waiting for rain, but there's no more pleasure, there's only the dread. Withdrawal is a lonely road to walk. When we ran out of things to talk, I'm shaking, I'm breaking, I'm craving the heat of a heart that's no longer in sync with my beat. Give me one more hit, just a little bit, 'cause I'm in that dreamy crash, watching the fire turn into ash. The level is zero, the feeling is gone. I'm shivering here in the break of the dawn. You were the hit that I couldn't survive, the only thing making me feel alive. Now I'm flatlining, feeling the smash of a cold hearted. Don't put me crash, louder than now. The silence is loud, just a cry, just a We used to have so much to say. Now the air is just heavy. The TV's on mute, but the room is too loud. I'm lost in the space between us in this cloud. We're sitting 3 inches apart on the velvet. There's a fire between us, but we can't even melt it. I'm looking for captions, I'm looking for clues, but we're just a story that's waiting to lose. Every hate feels like a mountain to climb. We're running out of words, we're running out of time. I'm cataloging every breath that you take, trying to find the one that's not gonna break. I'm coming up with your titles for the silence, a peaceful or a quiet kind of violence. Is it the end of the echo or the coldest room? A funeral for us or a waiting room bloom? I'm aiming the void where your voice used to be, because the quiet is the only thing talking to me. Yeah, I'm losing the riot, finding the defiance, writing these titles for the silence. Maybe call this one the ghost in the hallway, or the longest way around to saying always. I see the words sitting right on your teeth, but there's a whole ocean of nothing underneath. We used to finish each other's lines, now we're just reading the exit sign. The unspoken truth, the death of our youth, the sound of your back as you walk out the door. I got 1,000 names, but I don't want to hear them anymore. Break the quiet, please just break it. Instead of these titles for the silence, this peaceful war, this quiet kind of violence. Is it the end of the echo or the coldest room? A funeral for us or a waiting room bloom? I'm naming the void where your voice used to be, because the quiet is the only thing talking to me. Yeah, I'm losing the riot, finding our defiance, writing these titles for the silence. This one's called The Last Breath. This one's the final page. Title it Done. I'm biting my tongue just to feel something sharp, playing the blues on a broken string harp. I remember the sweetness, the sugar, the wine, when your mouth was a melody perfectly mine. But the signal is drifting, the frequencies bleed, and I'm starving for words that I no longer need. Now every hello has a bitter design, like a copper penny on a copper line. My palate is numb, my senses are gray, watching the flavor of us wash away. The air in this kitchen is heavy and thick, a slow motion poison that's making me sick. Now I'm just tasting the static. The love that we had was so cinematic, but the picture is gone and the sound is a blur. I'm craving the hymn and I'm losing the her. It's grainy, it's gritty, it's cold on my tongue, the song of a ghost that was never quite sung. Yeah, the sweetness is buried under the panic, and I'm left here alone, tasting the static. Tasting the static. I'm licking the salt from the edge of my grief, looking for sugar but finding no relief. The ghost of your kisses, a metallic sting, the hum of a hive that's forgotten to wing, where a dead channel playing in a luxury suite, where the silence is sound and the lost is complete. Fickle in the dark, salt in the spark. It's buzzing in my teeth, it's ringing in my air. The taste of the things that we never quite said. It's electric, it's empty. The static, but love that we had was so cinematic, but the picture is gone and the sound is a blur. I'm craving the hymn and I'm losing my hair. It's grainy, it's gritty, it's cold on my tongue, the song of a ghost that was never quite sung. Yeah, the sweetness is buried under the panic, and I'm left here alone, tasting the static. White noise on my lips, sand in my mouth. It's over, I can't taste you